I feel like why not just make a comic that's a little bit of a correction, a little market correction or something. Like let's take stuff back to the grittiness that it was. And I'll be honest, it's real fun to have this be a Fantagraphics book because Uncle Gary and Uncle Eric, and rest in peace, Uncle Kim, they really were screaming from the mountaintops for years and years, man, when comics were at a really low point in those late 70s, man. The comics could be more than just this pulp fare, and you could do more things, and they put their money where their mouths were and start publishing things like Love and Rockets and 8 Ball and Hate and all kinds of really rad stuff, and they were at the forefront of where comics grew to be. In fact, the oral history of the Fantagraphics, that big book, is called What We Told You So, Comics as Art, right? That's rad. So I do like that this is a pulpy, in the best sense of the word, a pulpy, gritty comic, and it's like coming out like from Fantagraphics, like the people who were on the forefront of changing the game, so that comics could have more artistic acceptance and break down other doors.
Other thing is, I know them. I've had Gary on the show and Eric Reynolds on the show, and I know they're free speech absolutists, right? Like there's nothing you can't say in this comic that you want. Nothing. Because if they're going to continue to publish the complete works of Robert Crumb, for instance, in an age where Dr. Seuss is getting backlash, then you can be sure that they're going to stand behind your creative vision.
Oh, no doubt. And that was a big consideration. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, I know that they're going to have my back. I'm not going to have to worry about any of that kind of stuff with Eric and Gary. And you are right. They are 100% kind of absolutists about free speech, because they will publish people who roast Crumb as well. So it's like they completely disagree with that person's stance, but that person makes really good comics. That person is a great cartoonist. So if you want a world with really good comics, like you got to have other points of view that you might not exactly agree with. And I just talked with Gary a little bit yesterday, and he's like, Ed, I have no idea where the heck you're going with this thing, man, but I support it.
Well, I do too. I mean, there was maybe jokingly banned in 3 countries, or is that true? Or what's the...
Yeah, I was, they sort of said that I should keep mum on that part as well, man. The lawyers are handling that stuff. Might not be banned forever. Okay. Might be banned in even more countries every issue. You just never know.
You never know. So in other words, you better pre-order those copies now while you can still get them. I
suggest it, and hope that your country isn't on that banned list.
And what do you think if they had to order it? What could they maybe, maybe that blinking number down there, maybe that thing down there, they could use that number and talk to their comic shop and order it, right?
The way that I like to describe things, because I try to think of like the outside world approach to how they sell things. And Steve Jobs isn't telling you about like the day that, Apple computers are going to be hitting the Best Buy. He just says, go talk to your shop, like go get a comic. So what you do is you go to your comic shop, you ask for Red Room, and they're going to put that order in for you. The shop is going to know what to do. When you start to get kludgy like this with these numbers, you're asking a lot of people.
I know, but I've been a comic shop owner. I own a shop. I worked in the shop, and I've been an owner for a long time. Not all shops are at that same level. Like the guys that are going to carry Red Room, or Red Room's even on their radar, don't even worry. Just go in there and say, "Hey, Ed Piskor, Red Room, you're going to get it." But if you're a shop that just does not carry even like, they won't even carry Valiant comics because that's too indie.
Sure, yeah.
Then it is worth writing down this number. I'm telling you, this is why I'm making a bet with Steve Jeppy, and I'm going to try to see if Eric Reynolds will cough up some pre-order numbers, and we can compare them to some Diamond numbers and see which channel has more juice in it. You know what I mean?